Hi everyone, it's Sandiela back with a new video, and this is my life. Alright, so today's look is going to be a natural but also catfish look. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to catfish everyone you know by wearing very minimal makeup. I don't like to wear a lot of makeup anymore. I used to, but it's not really my style. I'm more of a minimalist, so I do like to go ahead and not do full coverage, etc. But I like to catfish everyone I know because I think it's just fun. I am really not insecure of how I look without makeup versus with makeup, but you know, sometimes it's just fun to look like a little bit of a different person. So if you want to go ahead and watch this video and get this look, go ahead. And before you do that, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more notifications. Alright, so one of the first most things that you have to do when you are doing your makeup is obviously priming your skin. I primed my skin already with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base and the Pores No More Primer by Dr. Brandt. Fingers crossed that I remember that correctly, and kind of proud of myself if I did, because I filmed this 6 times. Not even kidding. Alright. So now that I've primed, I'm gonna go into my skin. And normally I actually do not wear foundation. I don't prefer it. I don't think it gives me the look that I'd like. I really do prefer natural makeup, but of course we all gotta catfish everyone on Instagram and everyone in real life. So we gotta make it work. The first 2 concealers that I'm gonna be using today are the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 220. We are going to take the Fenty Beauty Concealer first, and we're going to apply her to all of the dark spots, which is a lot. So I just like to dot it all over my face. I like to use this instead of foundation, so we do go not heavy, but we do a lot more than we would if it was covered by foundation as well. And then I like to take the NARS Creamy Concealer, and I like to go ahead and not only cover my eye bags, but also go down the bridge of my nose, obviously. And here's the important step. You want to take your concealer and you want to make a line underneath your eye, almost as if you're doing eyeliner. Make it high. This is because this is what's going to create the illusion that your face look, and that contributes to the catfish look. The Bella Hadid look is super in these days, blah 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 blah. Asians did it first, sorry, but I'm being serious. The Bella Hadid catfish look is literally just white women doing this. And honey, we've been doing that for years. We were born that way. But if you want to get that look, all you gotta do is highlight under here, and that's your first step. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to blend it in with my fingers. The reason why I'm blending it in with my fingers is because I like to do a lot more natural makeup, and this makes a more natural finish and doesn't take away the coverage like a beauty blender would, because a beauty blender does a fine job. I love beauty blenders, but when I use concealer, I think that it takes away too much product and it doesn't cover my acne scars enough. So right after concealer, I like to go in with my blush. This blush that I'm going to be using today is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Beam. I have talked about this so many times to so many people I know because I absolutely adore this blush. I think it is godsend. It is so good. It just doesn't feel like you're putting anything on the skin. It shows up on anything from light to dark skin, and that's how you know a product is good. I'm going to split the product in between my 2 hands and just go and build 3 dots. Alright, so I'm going to blend that up in an upwards motion to continue lifting the face. As you can see, we are currently getting that facelift through makeup. And then if you want to put on a little bit more, sometimes I like to put a little bit more on. I know that a lot of blush is the trend right now because it shows up on camera better. So like if you're going to be doing a photo shoot or taking pictures for your Instagram, you do want to try and put on a little bit more blush because it is going to show up better. And sometimes I like to even go all the way over to the temples and like blend into my eyes. I don't know, I really like that look. I think it's very cute. Sometimes could even be editorial if you put a lot on. And I like how it blends into my eyes. So now that we've done blush, I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlight. I'm just going to go in and highlight the bridge of my nose, but not the whole bridge, just the center bridge and the tip for a more natural look. And this is Becca's Opal highlighter. Not the pressed powder one, the cream one. And I'm just going to put a lot of that. Highlight is very important here because it is contributing to the facelift effect. And then you want to make sure and blend that out, obviously. I like it with my fingers because it keeps a lot of the product on, and we do want to be very glowy. And I also like to put it above my eyebrows to contribute to the facelift. Cupid's bow. And I don't like to put any on my chin because I think it's unnecessary, just for me. Hello, editing Sandiela here, and I just realized that I literally had a line highlighter on my forehead the whole entire time that I was filming this video. Yes, I know. Thank you. We are almost done with the face. Now the last thing we have to do is contour. So I'm going to take the Y9 brush from Morphe. It's a really small but fluffy brush, and it is really good for contouring because it really gets in the hollows of your cheeks. And I'm just going to take a little bit. This is the Makeup Forever powder, and I forgot what shade it is, but I'll link it down below. So I'm just going to take that and put it in the hollows of my cheeks, which I don't really have hollows because, again, cheekbones, we are creating the illusion of them. Good facial structure is one of the most sought after things in the world. It used to be, and if you're born with it, you're born with it. But now since makeup has gotten bigger and we have contour, we can fake it. So I'm just going to do the normal contour and not even putting a lot on, but I'm going to really emphasize the cheekbones. Because I already have a pretty strong jawline and my face is pretty narrow, but I do like to carve out the cheekbones a little bit more, if you see that. And then I just like to take a little bit of it. I don't like to take a really focused, like small, densely packed brush. I just like to take this big fluffy one and work it down the sides of my nose just to do a natural contour. Because again, we're looking for a natural look. And I'm not going to set my makeup. You can go ahead and set your makeup, but I'm not going to. One, because I'm just going to be staying inside the house anyway, and two, I like the glowy effect that it gives me. So next we're going to do eyebrows, and this is also an important step. It's going to be short and sweet because, again, natural makeup. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in here. Sorry, haven't done my eyebrows, obviously, because of quarantine, but I'm going to conceal that later with concealer. So what I want to do is I'm going to brush up my eyebrow hairs. By the way, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate. I'm just going to naturally fill them in. I don't like to go over the lines too much. I just want to fill in the sparse parts and round them out a little bit towards the end. And then just do the tail a little bit more. They look a little bit wonky right now, but they always look the best after concealer. And then I'm just going to do the other one. The trick to this is not making the tail too long, because when you make the tail of your eyebrow too long, it definitely drags down your face. So you want to make sure that it's short. Not TikTok short, not where it's like all the way up here, but you just want to make sure that it's not too long. You always want to make sure that your brows are proportional to your face, or else they could do a lot of damage to how your face looks online and in person. Next, we're going to take a clear brow gel. This one is also from Anastasia, and I'm just going to brush my eyebrow hairs up all the way, get that supermodel look. My eyebrow hairs are kind of long because I definitely have not been maintaining them the way I used to because of quarantine. Alright, now for some concealer. So we're going to go back in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. Right, so you can take any flat shader brush. I'm just going to be using this one from the Urban Decay Naked palette. It was supposed to be an eyeshadow brush, but I like to use it for concealer. And I'm just going to dot that lighter concealer under my eyes. 2 dots is perfect. And I'm just going to carve out my brow. Cover all of those brow hairs. Alright, so since I sort of primed with the concealer, I don't really have to take an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to take that Makeup Forever contour shade again. So we're going to take the Sonia Kashuk blending brush with the Makeup Forever contour powder on it, and we are just going to go ahead and blend that closest to the brow bone, but not the brow bone yet. And then we're going to contribute to the lift by only blending up there. So this is kind of similar to if you were doing a cut crease. You wouldn't go all the way down here, you wouldn't blend over in the crease, you would blend above the crease. But we're not going to be cutting the crease today because that is not natural. After I blend in the crease, I'm going to take a chocolate brown eyeliner. This one is from Fenty, and I'm just going to line the top of my lashes a little bit. And this is just to give my lashes a thicker effect, and when your lashes look thicker and longer, of course they're gonna make your eyes look bigger. which is how you get the catfish effect. I like to go ahead and blend that out with my fluffy brush just to make it a little bit smoky. This is a very stubborn eyeliner. I mean, it glides straight on, but also once it passes the drying point, you're basically screwed. I like to go ahead and curl my eyelashes with my uemara curler. This is the most important step for me and all my Asian ladies out there and everyone else who has straight eyelashes. So you want to go ahead and curl at the base, but most people stop there. But what you want to do is you want to keep curling until you get to the end. And this is how you're going to get your eyelashes to curl naturally, not do the straight up thing that most people make the mistake of doing. So I like to do that a couple times, make sure that they're even, and I like the way that they're curled. So a secret that not a lot of people know about is the P Mel Essence Mascara Base. You can only get this on Amazon and those fashion websites that are kind of like the fast fashion from China, you can only get this on there, but this works wonders. It is like glue for your eyelashes, which sounds very scary, but it makes your eyelashes stick up and hold their curl for like 12 hours. Like, I'm not even kidding, they won't fall. So I like to go in the base, and don't put too much on, because if you put too much of this on, your eyelashes will fall right away. I don't really use it to make them longer, but just to stay up and hold the curl, and also sometimes it makes them look a little bit thicker. And then I like to go in with the Glossier Lash Like Mascara. This is my holy grail. She is a cult favorite, and I like to go in on the length first. And the thing that I like about this mascara is it has lash fibers, but they're not heavy, so they don't weigh my eyelashes down, because honestly I struggle so much with my eyelashes. They are one of the hardest parts of my makeup routine, but ever since I started using this mascara in the combo with the uemara lash curler and the lash base, they have helped so much. So I like to go in with the length, and then I like to go in and do some volumizing. But like, look at that. See that difference? And I don't like to add too many coats because I don't want them to fall. I'm very scared of that. Alright, so next I'm just gonna highlight with the same Becca opal, and I'm just gonna do the inner corners. Oh, also another trick is that you can add highlighter to your brows, and I know that sounds kind of crazy, but technically it's supposed to work because eyebrows have highlights because they are hair, so it makes them look more natural. And it's not super noticeable, so it's really not a step that you have to take, but I like doing it sometimes. So now that the face is almost done, all we have to do is the lips. And I don't really like doing a lot to my lips because I am gifted with having full lips. I don't like to line them because then they look way too full. I don't like using matte lipstick because they always look too dry. But I do like to go in with a good old lip gloss. I'm going to be going in with the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. This is the original. I love this so much. This is my favorite lip gloss, and I've tried a bunch. I've had Hourglass, Marc Jacobs. I've tried a lot of beauty brands, and this one honestly is just the one that always seems to make its way into my purse. It's either this one or the NARS Orgasm Lip Tint. That one's also really good because it's kind of like a lip oil mixed with gloss, so it's not as sticky. But this one is just so good. Like, look at how it makes your lips look. Wow. So that is the finished look, and then we are gonna go ahead and take out our braids, and then we'll see how we look. So this is what my hair looks like when I take it out from my braids. I like to go ahead and kind of give it a good scratch and scalp massage, and I like to untangle any knots. I did sleep with these braids in, so that's why they look pretty cute right now. I used to have hair that wouldn't hold the curl from braids, but ever since I got a perm, they do hold them pretty well. Wow, that looks really cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some Batiste Volumizing Dry Shampoo just to go ahead and give me some extra volume. I don't like to add a lot, just towards the back and the front. Ooh! This look is definitely getting put on Instagram. Y'all know that I'm about to post on Instagram today. Alright, so I'm gonna change my shirt, and then we're gonna do this outro. Alright, so I did go ahead and do my hair a little bit, added some clips and accessories, and I changed my shirt, and I am high-key feeling myself right now, y'all. Yeah, feeling like a total catfish, seeing myself in those braids, and now I'm just like, whew, the power of knowing how to do your makeup, having style. So that is my final look, you guys, and this is how I catfish my way out of everything. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you want, you can go ahead, actually no, not if you want, go ahead and subscribe, because I just taught you how to catfish everyone you know. Ring the damn bell. Go ahead and ring the damn bell. I'll wait. I'll wait for you to ring the bell. Okay, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for taking a peek into my life, and I will see you next video. Mwah.